On this channel, we drink LaCroix and we talk shit. I don't even think this is real LaCroix. It's a Costco homage to LaCroix. Okay, if you've watched my MoonSwatch review, and you really should if you haven't, I have very complicated feelings about that watch. I had one for a couple weeks and it was already falling apart. Now, someday I really want the whole set of MoonSwatches, not to wear, but to hang on the wall like butterfly specimens or something. But now that the hype has died down, let's come to our senses. For $200 to $300, there are some really legit watches that you can buy that will last you for years, if not decades. So let's talk about some of them. Hey guys, I'm Max and this is WatchCrunch. The inflation got you down? Come talk watches on WatchCrunch.com. It's completely free. I just can't promise you that anyone will be dissuading you from buying more watches. For a long time now, in my opinion, the best budget dress watch that you can buy has been the Orient Bambino. Now in its third generation, the formula has been refined to near perfection. So I gifted a second generation Bambino to a friend of mine about 3 years ago. When I had lunch with him the other day, he told me that he's still getting compliments from strangers on that watch. With this latest release, Orient has brought the size down to a more dress appropriate 38 millimeters. The model currently comes in both black and white dials, and what we have here is the beige dial with contrasting hands. Now, dress watches are supposed to look simple, but what separates the good ones are small details that you see when you get up close and when you spend more time with the watch. And when we zoom in, we see that the Bambino dial is curved towards the edges, adding some dimension compared to a flat plane. There's also a raised Orient logo at the 12, which I still don't care much for. I find it a bit old-fashioned, overly ornate, but at least it's not printed. The elongated hour markers have a complex shape. They're beveled down the center and doubled up at the 12. At the 3, we get a clean white date window, which is double stepped. The blued hands provide a strong contrast, making this watch highly legible. Now, I doubt these are true heat blued hands, a delicate technique of heating them up just to the right temperature to oxidize the top layer of the metal, but that's probably not in the budget here. In any case, even for painted hands, they do a damn good job. Now, you guys let me know in the comments if you know for sure how these hands are made. The Bambino case is nearly completely polished with only brushing on its sides. The top is rounded off with a high box crystal that casts great distortions along its edges. It is a mineral crystal, again, acceptable at this price point compared to sapphire. You just have to pay attention not to scratch it. But come on, who's going rock climbing with their Bambino anyway? There's a big, almost onion-shaped crown that makes operation easy, and this whole package is really well proportioned at just 12.5 millimeters thick and 44 lug to lug, with lugs that bend downwards to contour to your wrist. The old Bambinos were always a bit clunky at 40 millimeters for my 6.5-inch wrist, so I was ecstatic when I learned that they had downsized in this generation. Turning the watch over, we peer into the F6724 movement from a display case back. Now, most watches at this low price point have quartz movements, but this Epson-made movement, yes, I know they make printers too, it's carried over from the Gen 2 Bambino. It's a 3 Hz workhorse that's just fine in my book. It's a significant upgrade from the Gen 1 48743 back in the day, now gaining hacking and hand winding. It's accurate to +25 to -15 a day, and they even bother to skeletonize and decorate this rotor for us. Now, as you can imagine, with all of these boxes checked, there's not much money left in the purse for a good strap. And so what we get is this faux croc that's less than inspiring. But it's serviceable if you want to wear it for a while until you find a suitable alternative. Now, you guys know I'm a strap whore, so I have it on this blue distressed leather strap from Collareb. It dresses down the watch quite a bit, but the stitching picks up nicely on the cream dial. So wearing the 3rd generation Bambino, you realize just how far Orient has come with this watch. It feels more solid than previous models, and visually and tactilely, is that a word? You just get the sense that it's better put together. Now with a smaller case, this kind of vintagey color combo, the distortions from the crystal, it reeks of old world charm. It's now a watch that will satisfy a lot of wrists and look right in a lot of occasions. And I think Orient really did a great job with a limited budget here, saving money where they could and nailing all of the important stuff. Hopefully, prices will come down even further as production catches up with demand. Now, as far as criticisms, it's only got 30 meters of water resistance with a push-pull crown, which basically means that you can wash your hands with it. I wish there was a bracelet option. I'd happily pay a little bit more for that, but you guys let me know if there are some aftermarket options here. But come on, 250 bucks, what can you even buy for that these days? You can get a plastic MoonSwatch, or you can get this real solidly built timepiece. Oh, Max, it's too dressy, you say. Well, how about the new Timex Q chronograph? That's a stunner. It is quartz, but it comes in both Panda and Reverse Panda colorways. Oh, you want a mechanical chronograph. That's a taller order, but for that money, you can pick up a Seagull 1963. That's a watch with real military roots issued to the Chinese Air Force back in the day. And I recently discovered that that line has been expanded from 38 to 40 and 42 millimeter options. They have even made a moon phase and a bronze model now. But this video isn't designed to trash the MoonSwatch. You guys know there's a soft spot in my heart for that watch. But all I'm trying to say is, I think a lot of people think they're gonna buy a MoonSwatch and use it as a daily driver, and it's just not designed for that. I just wanted to give you some examples of much better watches out there for the same price that will hold up to daily wear. But what do you guys think? Let me know other great watches for MoonSwatch money. Let's continue the conversation on WatchCrunch.com. We developed this platform for better watch discussions, and we're continually improving it based on your feedback. Now, it's been a year since we've launched, and the app will be here this month. So come join the best online community for talking watches. I'll leave a link in the pinned comments below. As always, stay crunchy. I'll see you in the next one.